The PMDG 737-700 has received its second update, bringing over some much needed bug fixes. In today's video, I'll be talking about what this update brings over. It is a small one, but significant nonetheless, and then I'll be giving you my thoughts. Let's quickly get right into it. Okay, so to start off, you can download this update via the PMDG Operations Center. Most of you will be familiar with this by now. If you're not, you just need to basically find it by searching PMDG Operations Center. It should appear in your files. As soon as you load it up, it should give you the option to update your 700 with its second update. Of course, this is not available for Xbox because the 737-700, simply put, isn't on there. Now, I've been using this update for a few days now. It came out on Friday, and in the background throughout this video, you'll see me just doing a sort of standard departure and approach at Mexico City Airport. It was about a 45-minute flight as I went around the surrounding area. And it gave me a good feeling for what this update brought. So the main thing I'd say is the fixes with some animations. From the yoke to the throttle to the flap lever to the spoiler lever. These are much smoother now. Now, a big issue people used to have, including me, most people had it, if not everyone, was that flight controls like this would look really laggy. You know, 5 FPS. This has been somewhat fixed now. Now, I wouldn't say it's perfect. They could still certainly fix it up a bit more, I reckon. Especially with the yoke, it still looks quite slow and quite unresponsive. I'd say it's probably now closer to 20 FPS, so you do feel it if you're in a smooth aircraft. If your FPS overall is around 60%, you'll notice that the yoke is slightly off. But aside from that, the bigger issue has been fixed. It's certainly not as bad. There's been plenty of texture bug fixes as well, preventing things from clipping into each other, such as the first officer's side window, cable clipping. And in the Boeing business jet, texture flickering on the left side beneath the cockpit has also been fixed, so there's certainly some quality of life improvements there. You can read the full changelog on the PMDG forum. Most of them are very niche fixes, but when you put it all together, it does improve the experience. However, from what I've seen, there are some bugs that have been brought over with this update. One of them for me is freezing. I find the aircraft freezes a lot more now, especially when I go to full power. Maybe it's just my simulator or something, but it seems to be quite laggy. While the aircraft itself, when it's not freezing, is very smooth, smoother than it was initially at release, I do find now there's certainly some lag spikes that might go on for 5 seconds. Let me know if you're experiencing this down below. In addition, I find some of the switches, such as the autopilot switch, when I'm clicking on them or twisting the knobs, I do find it's a bit fiddly. And sometimes my mouse icon won't change accordingly. To me, this sounds more like a Microsoft Flight Sim issue with this update, but it's something to bear in mind. I don't think this has been a perfect update, but it might just be my system. I might be completely wrong. Now, aside from that, if you're looking to mod your PMDG 737-700, the PMDG team have eased some of the restrictions on there by changing their end user licensing agreement. Now, I'm not going to steep into this too much, basically because I don't really understand it, but as far as I can see, PMDG sent some takedown requests to modders on websites such as flightsim.to, an example being a mod that made the cockpit look a bit more dirty, a bit more realistic. Anyway, these guys got sent emails from PMDG requesting them to take their products down, although they were being offered for free. Now, of course, I don't think that's a good thing. PMDG have said it's because they want to maintain their license with Boeing, but I gotta be honest, I can't really see Boeing having an issue with that. But who knows, it might be something legal that none of us have a grasp on. But to me, it more likely sounds like PMDG just wanting to make sure that modders stay somewhat restricted so they can basically do stuff like it, as opposed to letting a freeware modder do it. I imagine it's something like that. Anyway, after a bit of community outrage and backlash, I guess, PMDG have changed their end user licensing agreement to mean that these products, these freeware products on websites such as flightsim.to can exist, but you do need to get permission. So if you're looking to mod the PMDG 737, in many ways you'll need to contact PMDG first. Maybe it's more innocent than it sounds, but I do believe it was just a bit of red tape that was going on here, a bit of bureaucracy. And that's not normally a good thing. I think it's very good when you do let external developers develop your product for free. It shows a better community, and I think preventing that is more often than not a very bad thing. And while they did give the example of Boeing and their license, I'm not too sure that was the case here, but hey ho, it's from PMDG itself, so I guess you can't argue with them. that's basically it, guys. It's a pretty small update. Let me know your thoughts on it down below. Has it improved your experience, or have you seen some lag spikes like me? Put your thoughts in the comments. For me today, that is all. I'll see you around. Be sure to like, comment and subscribe, and put the notification bell on if you enjoyed. And thank you to those people that do come back. It really means a lot. I'll see you around. Goodbye.